If you draw 4 identical circles by starting the circle command 4 separate times, you are working too hard. The professional method in AutoCAD is to draw one perfect shape and then multiply it instantly. Today, we are going to stop building everything from scratch and learn how to manipulate a single basic circle to do exactly what we need. You can create that initial circle in 2 ways. You can define the radius, the distance from the center to the edge, or you can define the full diameter straight across. But placing that first circle is only the starting line. Your actual drafting speed depends entirely on how fast you can modify that geometry without ever having to redraw it. Every major modify command in AutoCAD follows the exact same 4-step rhythm. You select your object, trigger the command, press Enter, and then specify a base point. Whether you type M to move the geometry or CO to copy it, that sequence dictates how the object behaves as it follows your cursor across the screen. That base point is the most critical part of the sequence. It is the exact geometric anchor AutoCAD uses to calculate where your object is going. You must lock on to a precise object snap, like the absolute center of this circle. If you ignore the snap and just click a random point in empty space, you lose control. When you place the object, it might look fine from a distance, but zoomed in closely, you'll see the copied geometry completely misses the grid intersection. An error of a fraction of a millimeter means the geometry is mathematically broken. Those misalignments will eventually stack up and ruin the integrity of the entire CAD file. Once you can move and copy objects, you need to control their orientation and size using the rotate and scale commands. For these tools, the base point takes on a new job. If you type RO to rotate, that base point becomes a fixed pivot. If you type SC to scale, the point acts as a stationary anchor while the geometry expands outward from it. The mirror command, shortcut MI, operates a little differently. Instead of a single base point, you click twice to draw an invisible line of symmetry, flipping your geometry perfectly across that axis. Whenever you use mirror, AutoCAD will ask if you want to erase the source objects. Almost always, you want to keep your original geometry, so just hit Enter to accept No as the default. Let's put this into practice. Pause the video and try to populate the 3 remaining quadrants at 3, 6, and 9 o'clock with this small circle. Use only the commands we've covered today. You can solve this flawlessly in 2 ways. You can use the copy command and snap the small circle to each quadrant one by one, or you can mirror the top circle to the bottom, select both, and mirror them across the middle to fill the sides. AutoCAD will always give you multiple paths to reach the exact same result. Mastering these core commands gives you the ability to instantly recognize and choose the fastest route. We can combine these tools into a single, rapid sequence to finish a real-world part. We'll start with a half-drawn profile of a mechanical bracket. First, select the lines, type MI for mirror, and click 2 points straight down the central vertical axis to form a complete, enclosed, symmetrical shape. Next, type SC, select the bracket, grab the exact center as the base point, and type 1.5 to scale it up uniformly. Finally, use the copy command. Grab this small circle by its center snap and drop it perfectly onto the center of the newly scaled bracket. Here is your Day 5 cheat sheet. Take a screenshot. It covers the 6 core shortcuts: circle, move, copy, rotate, scale, and mirror. These shortcuts are useless without precision. Your base point is only as accurate as the snap you use to place it. These 6 tools form the backbone of professional CAD drafting. Now that you can generate and manipulate whole shapes, you're ready for Day 6, where we learn how to slice, trim, and hack that geometry apart.